How you doing, Dom?
Good. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing real well. It's been a busy week. Hey, the other day I went to the beekeeper, because I was thinking about getting some bees, for around the house and such. So I ordered 12 bees. I purchased 12 bees, but when I got home there was 13. And so I called the beekeeper. I said, "What's the deal with the 13th bee?" He said, "Hey, that's a freebie."
That's a good one.
That's a good coach's joke.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off. We do something a little different. Had a debate about what top 5 lists to do, and we went with our top 5 Disney animated movies.
Disney animated, and it wasn't a debate. We just we had an idea that maybe we can do animated and Pixar. We went back and forth on it. Then there was the idea of, do we include live action? And then we're like, whoa, pull it back. We don't need to jam everything all into one list. Let's start with the originals, animated Disney movies, top 5, our top 5, and we're going to do it a little bit different this time. This time, Dom's going to give his number 5, Coach is going to give his number 5, then back to Dom, and we'll go back and forth. When we're completely done doing all of it, then we'll give our complete top 5 favorite animated Disney movies. Ready to go, Coach? Or ready to go, Coach? You ready to go, Dom?
Yeah. All right. Number 5 is Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Wait. I thought they had an original. Wasn't there one it was just called Atlantis?
Yes, this is the sequel.
The sequel.
I liked it better.
All right. I guess
it was really good. The story was good. The flow was a little but the story was good. And the character development of the main guy, I totally don't know his name.
Were they underwater the whole time?
I think this one, yeah.
Okay.
And there was a lot of weird stuff with that movie. It was like a lot of what's the word? Not betraying. Double crossing.
Double crossing.
Yes.
Well, they are underwater.
Yeah.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but.
All right. What's your number 5?
My number 5. This was one that your sister really enjoyed watching. I think you really enjoyed it for a bit of time. Big Hero 6. I really liked this movie. I don't know. It's probably not going to make a lot of top 5 lists, but I liked it because the simple fact of there was heroes. There was actually like superheroes, and they were a bunch of like teenagers and young adults. And I know the movie was depressing at times, and I know like Betamax and such, he goes through issues at the end, but they all kind of rallied together. They rallied around a family, and it was just so cool to see the creativity and such. Plus, the voice of Betamax, he always just kind of had that one little line or that tagline that would come in. You'd be like, oh yeah, there he is. So my number 5 is Big Hero 6.
All right. My number 4 is going to be Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. They did a sequel of that one too.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
All right, why Wreck-It Ralph?
Just because I liked the story and I liked how they used the adaptation of video games to create their own video game and then make the character and then give us an insight on what really goes on when the games are not being played.
What really is going on, or maybe the creativity of
what can our imagination...
There you go, okay. And I did like Wreck-It Ralph, that they kind of maybe took some ideas from Mario Kart, maybe?
Yeah, with the race game. I don't even remember what that was called, but yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, Wreck-It Ralph. All right. My number 4, again, not a huge popular movie, but the graphics from Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet of, Treasure Island, but in space. Treasure Island in the future. Not pirates on an ocean, but space pirates. And Long John Silver coming in as, a cyborg or a cyclops. Jim, the young guy who's just kind of trying to figure out his way in the universe. I would say his way in the world, but his way in the universe. Plus the music, the action, and at the end, just how everything just kind of flowed at the end. It was great. My favorite part of Treasure Planet was the space surfing that Jim was doing, along with the music and everything else. It was. I thought it was really well done. I thought it was really well.
I agree. All right, my number 3 is Aladdin.
Aladdin. All right, give it to me.
I really enjoyed this movie, and I know we're not including the live action or any of that, but a couple summers ago, I had the opportunity to watch the Broadway version, and after watching that, I went back and I think we watched the animated movie, and I just loved it. It was just, watching it live on stage was just so cool, and it was just really, really cool.
I'm glad to hear it, man. Aladdin's a good movie. And,
yeah.
I mean, I like Aladdin for other reasons, but... All right, so my number 3 was Jungle Book.
Okay.
All right, both Dom and his sister Kay, they would have me watch this movie over and over and over. I mean, Daddy, it's over. Okay, go press play on the DVD, and it would come back up, and we would go one more time. But man, that first time you hear Baloo start singing Bare Necessities, you've got those bare necessities. I mean, I don't give it any justice whatsoever, but that movie is great. It really is.
All right, my number 2 is Treasure Planet.
Interesting. Okay.
The points you made are very good. Same points actually I would have, but I just liked the character development of everything, and the characters, Jim, Long John Silver being a Cyclops, and just the animation is very good for the year that it came out.
Okay.
The generation that it came out was along the lines of Avatar and a whole bunch of other movies that had really good CGI and stuff, but this movie just soared.
Better than Avatar?
No.
Okay. But they use CGI, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. My number 2 did not really use any CGI, or at least I don't believe they did. Mulan.
Okay.
Fa Mulan. Now look, I love the story of Mulan, and I love the fact that we were able to show your sister Kay, we were able to show her Mulan and how a young woman, a young lady could, even though, at that time in life or that time in China, it was the women stayed home and such, but for her, it was, I'm going out to save my family, to help my family, and I'm going to go support my family and save the day and do everything possible. And she started off rough, but it actually got better and better for her. She got stronger, and she did have her dragon buddy with her, Eddie Murphy's character, Mushu, and Mushu stole like everything. He stole the show from me. But the story was great. The music was incredible. The whole score all the way across. And at the end, she is a hero, a Chinese hero, and the captain who she's been having eyes with the whole time finally comes and wants to talk to her, and it's like, oh, they're growing up. Eddie Murphy says that, so I just love that movie. It's such a great movie.
All right, my number 1 is Big Hero 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
For the time it came out, it was Disney, besides Marvel, because I think this was before their contract stuff. This was the first Disney-produced superhero movie.
Okay.
And I loved it. I probably have seen it a dozen or so times. It gets me every time, the ending and the beginning.
Yeah, beginning too.
But then I love how they build off of that beginning. How, even though what happened, the hero was able to just go for it, just save the day in remembrance of what happened.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to spoil it for those who have not seen it, but
It's been out for 20 years. I don't think we're spoiling anything.
it's been out longer than that.
All right, 25 years. What do you, oh, yeah.
No. Shorter than that. It's been out for like
I don't know how
10
long
years.
it's been out. No, more than that.
Mm-mm.
Okay, whatever. They can look it up. You can look it up and tell
Yeah.
us next episode.
All right.
All right. I do like that. Betamax was so great. His voice was so great. My number one was your number three, Aladdin.
Okay.
Aladdin definitely used CGI. We know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times that Aladdin was with Magic Carpet, he's flying around and you're actually getting the point of view that Aladdin would see, like riding and everything and like going in and going in through tunnels and such. Amazing graphics. The story was beautiful. And then you throw in Robin Williams as the genie. And, no offense to Will Smith in the live action, but Robin Williams, he was literally ad-libbing and doing so much of his own in this movie. Beautifully done movie. Beautifully done. And Robin Williams is so funny. For me, Robin Williams stole the movie. Much like Eddie Murphy did for Mulan.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I loved how both of them put their own sense of humor into an animated movie, and it was great. It really was great. And my favorite line that the genie said, he said it to Aladdin. He was trying to encourage Aladdin. And back to my coach joke, he went, "Be yourself." And at that point in time, the genie was actually like a little bee buzzing around Aladdin. It was so cute.
Yeah.
But I tell kids all the time, hey, don't try and do something else. Be yourself. So, all right, Dom, run us through your top five again.
All right, so we have Atlantis, The Lost Empire, Wreck-It Ralph, Aladdin, Treasure Planet, and Big Hero 6.
All right, and then my five was Big Hero 6, Treasure Planet, Jungle Book, Mulan, and Aladdin. And you know what's funny is, like, Dom and I, we really don't talk about our top five lists before we get here. We just kind of say, hey, this is what we're going to do it on. But you and I, we've probably been around each other a lot because our top five lists are very similar. So, all right, let's move on. Okay, so that was our top five list. We had to stop for a second because we have a guest here. This is Buddy. Hey, Buddy. Buddy is Dom's sister, Kay. It's her dog.
And he's gone to go chase our cat.
Just like that, he's gone. So, anyway, that was our top five list. And we're going to ask you guys to do us a favor. Do us a solid. If you guys could, if you want to hear us say certain top fives, or if you want us to go over something again or discuss something again, let us know. And we'd be more than happy to do a top five for you, or top five list for you, or maybe change things up and such. Or maybe if you leave your top five list, we'll mention it. Okay. Speaking of giving us ideas and such, one of my former students, a young man named Abdel, he was the one who gave Dom the question last week of the perfect date, and Dom did a nice job. He was very eloquent in answering that. But this week we have a question coming from a family member, and I'm not going to tell you who, and they have a question for both you and myself. But for you, the question is, not counting Tech Center where you love to go, what would your favorite subject throughout your high school career be?
I would have to say history.
History. Why exactly?
Just because I like learning about it, and like when we've gone to like Williamsburg, what's it? Fredericksburg,
Gettysburg, all the burgs.
All the burgs, yeah. Jamestown.
We also went to
Williamsburg.
You already said
I
that.
already said that. Just when we've gone to
Fort McHenry. Remember going to Fort McHenry?
And then Antietam.
Antietam, yeah.
Just when I've gone like all those, I've just been like really into all this stuff. Just like learning
Learning more and such.
Yeah.
I agree. You always have been. All right, and I guess you probably had some great teachers. You've had great teachers throughout your high school career. So
I will say a shout out to.
No, we're not doing shout outs to teachers.
Okay, no shout outs. Okay.
All right, unless they want to sponsor us or something. But no, I mean you have had some great teachers, and I think one of your teachers, awesome teacher, excellent fisherman as well. Takes care of us every year. He hooks us up with great crabs every year, and huge thank you to he and his family and such. So but we're not going to mention names. No name dropping.
Right.
And I know that was one of Kay's favorite teachers too. So, and then the other question your family cousin asked was if I was to go back to school, maybe if I was to go back and start over, what would I do? I would probably do physical education, health and physical education again. If I was to go back now, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I've thought about maybe theology. That's a study of God. But I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe that. But also, I always want to be a marine biologist. But I don't want to do science. So maybe if anybody out there would like to put me on a boat and let me take pictures of fish and sharks and go fishing with them and such, I'd love to do that. But I'm not looking to be a marine biologist anytime soon. I thought about maybe getting a doctorate. Would you call me Dr. Coach?
No, just Coach.
Just Coach. All right. Maybe someone will call me Doctor. All right. All right. Now, Dom, I do have a personal question. Coach, to Dom, you're set to graduate this spring. Your sister Kay is set to graduate college this spring. Yay! I'm done paying tuition. Or
for now.
For now. What do you look forward to the most once graduation is over?
I would say, just based on the career field that I've chosen, possibly getting a part-time job in that. Like expanding, even though I'm already at the radio station, that's just one aspect of what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to get into something that's like video, so then I can expand my skills more on that. And then just, I guess, work video games, doing stop motion.
Work video games or play video games?
No, work video games.
Oh, work, play video games, work on stop
hang out
motion.
With you. Get destroyed in Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, that's always going to happen.
Get your headshots.
Yeah, get headshots on. Maybe some vacations this summer.
Yeah.
A lot of time with family. Dom, you know what I thought you would say? And driving. One of the things I thought you would say is that you would be looking forward to not going to school after graduation.
Well, I mean, I'm ready for college.
You're ready for college? Okay.
I'm excited. High school, just no. I feel like I've gotten senioritis this last month.
Oh, that's great. So you know what the favorite things of a teacher are about being a teacher? June, July, and August.
Yep.
Out of school, out of sight. So.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind.
All right.
All right. Well, Dom, do you have anything else? All right.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I appreciate another week with you, and as you guys have probably seen and probably heard, we're trying to do this podcast once a week now, and the schedule is a little bit tough for Dom, but again, this is hopefully going to be the field that he's going to be in, so he's doing a great job producing it and working with me, and I think we're doing a good job teamworking this thing. And we're having a lot of fun doing it. So again, if anybody wants to like the videos, subscribe, follow us on Spotify, follow us on YouTube, pass this along to friends, pass it along to family. We want to get a lot of people out there listening to us, hearing from us. And again, if there's anything we can do for you or you want to hear anything, please let us know. Hit us in the comments or give us some feedback. And until we hear from you again, great job, Dom.
All right. See you guys next week.